Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tangible Triumph, sitting here at the Eagle's Nest, presenting our Sunday motivational recap. How we doing today, Will?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty splendid. I had a very interesting week. Took a couple days for me and my family. We went up to New Hampshire. We had a good time, man. It was freaking sick.
Nice, nice. That's cool. So, you took Tangible Triumph with you, I hear.
Oh, yeah, I can't get it out. So I had to, just check in and everything. Just throwing up a quick little video while I was on it. It felt weird not doing the videos this week, but it was necessary.
Sure,
It was
absolutely.
necessary, especially talking about routine building this week. I thought it was necessary that I would go on a little vacation, little spur of the moment, because it was very good for me and my family. Like I said, if you haven't been keeping up with me, I'm going to be starting a new job opportunity coming Wednesday, and I wanted to just take some time for, a little R&R.
Absolutely. We all need it. I mean, it kind of goes into what I spoke about this week, kind of sustaining what you've gained and keeping it tangible. You needed that time off to keep your life in order
Oh, yeah.
and kind of build sustainability in your life.
Oh, yeah. So, I talked about routine building this week because, one, that's how I felt, because I don't have a routine right now. Right now I'm unemployed. So I wanted to talk about I'm unemployed, quote, quote. I have a job lined up, obviously. I'm not going to sacrifice being unemployed for my family and stuff. But routine building can maximize your success throughout each day.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's why I really wanted to talk about it, because we're limited on 24 hours in the day. And in order to maximize your potential for your growth, your gain, your business, your partners, you're going to need to develop a routine with it, right? Because it's better to plan accordingly than to try to freeball everything. You're going to get stressed, you're going to get anxiety when things don't go your way. So that's why we need to plan it out. You
Right.
need to develop some good routines, some good habits.
I agree with you, and that goes into one thing I discussed, and that's balance in life. And with that balance of your routine, you're creating harmony on what you're doing with yourself. What I really like is the stuff that we talk about ties into each other without really even meaning to do it.
Yeah.
But the balance in your life and creating that harmony results in a positive feedback from the world itself. And when you have a routine in place, you're setting yourself up for success.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And right now, right, you don't have a routine, but you're adapting to change.
Oh, yeah.
You're adapting to change, and you're also bringing your routine into it. You're getting ready for what's next.
Yep.
So that you could keep the experiences that you have, and you're really developing a future for yourself, building on top of those stepping stones that maybe you've put in place
Yep.
throughout time.
Yeah, and to touch base on the routine building, every routine you build needs to be personalized for you.
Right.
They give, there's a bunch of outlets out there like how to build a routine and so on and so forth. But if it's not a personal experience, it's not going to work for you, and you're not going to stick to the routine. You're not going to stick to the plan. That's where it comes in, being consistent every day, doing the same task.
Absolutely, and that's one of my discussions this week was to keep on fighting.
Yep.
Keep on swinging. Things are changing, but guess what? It's up to you to kind of decide what's important in life. What are you going to keep on continuing to push for?
Yep.
You want to have a better life, then you're going to get out there and you're going to fight. And
Oh, yeah.
okay, you're unemployed right now. You have something lined up. You were prepared for the future. You were prepared to keep on fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you're not working right now doesn't mean you're not going to work tomorrow. You're going back
Oh,
to
yeah.
work.
No doubt. And it's just like, I took the time off so I could adjust to this new routine that I'm going to have. I was stuck in the same routine for 3 years.
Yeah.
It would be wake up at 8 o'clock, whatever, make my bed, get the kids ready. There was the same routine. And that's what made me successful at the place. In the moment of time when I consistently do the same things every day, it's only sets you up for success. Because then you perfect what you do every day.
Well, yeah, it's up to you to fine tune your routine, and that actually I discussed that this week as well. I mean, you're kind of tweaking things as you go along. When you find something that doesn't work in your routine, do you keep on continuing to do it? I don't think so.
Exactly.
You take it out and then maybe even replace it with something, or have that time dedicated to yourself.
Yeah.
That could be a time to self-reflect, or time to understand the world, or even plan for more in the future. And I think that's a very, very important task we should have upon all of ourselves, because that's sustaining your actions. You're affirming yourself. Self affirmation. A lot of what we discuss ties into one another, and that's what it's all about. It's making life fluent so that when you're in the moment, you're making sense of it.
Yep. You talked about harmonization, and that's, I love when you talk about harmonization, and you brought one of your writings, you talked about the conductor and the violinist, and how every instrument of its own may sound bad, may sound good, let alone, but when you bring them together and you harmonize them, it brings this beautiful masterpiece. Okay?
Yeah.
So I like that, because with routine building, you're going to need to practice your art, and you're going to need to be, like I said, be consistent every day. You're going to need to practice every day. You think David Gilmour, the vocal and guitar of Pink Floyd, was that good? No. He had to practice and practice and practice every day, and that's what made them successful. They had routines set up in place. Any successful person has a routine.
Absolutely, and it's being consistent with that routine.
Being consistent yet flexible.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's always a balance. I talk about balance every single day. And there's that balance. Will, you've had a personal experience going on this week that you came to me about. And as I was talking about the routine buildings, you were upset because you had to give up something, right? But that's where the flexibility is into play.
Absolutely.
You were upset because you can't be flexible, more or less than just, giving it up because you were upset. You got to give it up. But if you've left that room for flexibility, where would it been?
Well, I wouldn't have had to give it up.
You wouldn't have,
if I was flexible enough, I wouldn't have to. But guess what? We only have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
And it's all about understanding that to create flexibility, you do have to remove things out of your life.
Yeah.
And you're right. I had to stop participating in jiu-jitsu for a little while. Now, is it forever? No. But right now, that was the one thing in my routine where I had to say, Will, you're tired when you wake up.
Yep.
You're not performing at work the way you should.
Yep.
This is affecting your life right now. And, I had to remove that. And, through processing the whole experience, it's all right.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all right.
It's definitely all right, because everything happens for a reason. And,
Absolutely.
And necessarily, tangible triumph wouldn't be where it's at right now. Would we be in the Eagles' nest if you didn't give it up this week, today? Maybe not. Maybe you would have been too tired. Maybe not. Those are those what ifs, and we're not going to live on those what ifs. We're going to just continue to do what we do, because it's temporary.
Everything's temporary, and that's where the flexibility comes into. You got to keep your life in order, and prioritize, and make sure that what is most important comes first. You need to make sure that you're adapting to the daily changes, and also keeping your own structure within its place.
Yeah, it goes to what I talked about this week. What routine building? Make it rewarding.
Yeah.
Okay. To give up jiu-jitsu might not be rewarding for you right now, but it's rewarding in other aspects. It's rewarding your company
Yeah.
because you're actually at work and you're there 100%.
Well, I could be aware.
Yeah.
I could be aware of what's going
Yep.
on and be in tune with myself, because when you're tired, are you thinking right?
And you know it's going to be rewarding for when you go back in because you'll have that passion again
Oh, yeah.
to keep it going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I miss the mat, trust
Oh,
me.
yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. But, in due time, things come around.
So, what else I talked about with routine building is you need to track your progress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
That's necessary.
Checks and balances, and that kind of narrows in on if it's working or not too.
Yep.
If you added something to your routine and it's not benefiting you, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
I see people stuck in trends all the time, and it's like, you come to me and say, I don't enjoy this. Well, then why are you doing it? Why are you in that same arena? Why aren't you trying something new? Why aren't you adjusting yourself to the situation? You have to bring the best version of yourself everywhere you go, and if you're not able to do that, what will it take to do that?
Yeah. Routine, like I said, routine building is essential. And it's the adaptability of change.
Yeah.
Okay? Change is happening, whether you like it or not. And most of you I know don't like change.
Nobody does.
I mean, not nobody. I love change.
All
I
right,
love change. This change is always good. They always say don't fix it if it ain't broken. But listen, if you didn't try to fix it while it wasn't broken, you wouldn't have realized that you could get, a better efficiency out of something.
Yeah, right. You're going in there and breaking it anyway.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Let me break it so I can fix it.
Yeah. But that's with change comes the adaptability of your routine.
Oh yeah.
Your flexibility of your routine. Okay? You're going to have to be consistent. Like I said, if you're going to make your bed every day, make your bed every day.
I think it was Zig Ziglar that said it. Persistence wears down resistance. Just keep going for it.
That was a good one.
Just keep going for it, because if you're persistent in life and you're going after your goals and you're persistent with your routine, success is nothing but an option, and it's a guarantee. It's the number one option. You're going to go for it and you're going to get it.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, it starts with what? A routine.
Routine building's key, and I think that's a key component to success. Along with the routine helps you maintain where you are in life, which is why the two topics we discussed this week tie so closely together. Sustainability in life is a key component to just keep on going. Once you have your foundation in place, you need to keep that foundation from cracking.
Oh, yeah. The sustainability of life comes with how you feel, right?
Yep.
So if you're not feeling that you could sustain this life, then check your routine. And it's always funny how our topics, we don't ever discuss our topics until Sunday. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And yet we are so intertwined when we do discuss these topics throughout the week.
Life kind of has a funny way of connecting the dots for you, and everything in life, and what we discuss in the Eagle's Nest is it's all relatable.
Yep.
One thing leads into the next, and life, inspiration, motivation. Your life is operating on the inspiration you have, and with the inspiration, you become motivated.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. So on that, we do our videos separately. I do mine in the morning sometimes at night, but there's times I can't even watch your videos.
Yeah.
And then I'll go watch it at the end of the night and say, wow, that's exactly what I was talking about.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time. That's because we're on the same vibration and the same wavelength of life. We're all about success and creating the best environment possible to live in.
Yeah. And that goes with routine building.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's going to be people who are going to help your routine and help you stick to it. Being held accountable.
Yep.
Is you got to hold yourself accountable.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Which goes to your topics this week. Because if you're not holding yourself accountable, then what life are you going to sustain?
You won't.
You won't.
No.
Exactly. You're going to live in self-pity or whatever you want to live in.
All that negativity. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So I think we're gonna wrap up the Sunday motivation,
Yep.
and the this week, really look forward to hearing from us. We're releasing the podcast on Wednesday. There might be some minor changes to Tangible Triumph itself because it's an ever evolving process, but obviously we'll leave that up to later discussion. And this upcoming week. I'm going to dive into more or less, I think, success, what it means to be successful, and how to obtain success. This week I kind of covered on how to keep it,
Yeah.
but how do you really get there? What are you going to talk about, Chris?
I was going to talk about the drive. Okay? I'm talking about how to get a drive, how to work on your drive to keep it moving forward.
Sure.
I didn't just do this because this is what I wanted to do. Of course, yes, I did, but what made me continuously keep going forward?
Sure.
I want to touch base on what I personally, what helped me, and so hopefully it could help you guys.
Absolutely. And with that, let's soar out into a good week.
All right, just remember, all rivers lead to the same ocean. Just don't swim upstream. Peace out.